Alright then guys, welcome back to another video. Now I can say I finally laid that fucker down. Well, back at Pickle Park. I'll get to laying this down in a sec. I know I disappeared for 3 fucking days, so I told you guys that, I gave you guys a heads up that, I was a good chance I was gonna be fucking gone for 3 days. A really good chance, and I was right. Because, I knew, because I had to work that 12 to close last Friday, and this coming Friday I got to do it again, and all that. So you guys ain't gonna see me Friday for sure, and one of the days over the weekend, because we're gonna go by Grandma and all that. So, and I ain't gonna have enough time. I'm most likely gonna have enough time to eat lunch and probably game for an hour and call it. So, all right. So now I just laid that fucking bike of mine down because I didn't see that there's ice up by the pavilion, and when I did, it was already too late because I was on it. And I made the mistake and forgot that I had hydraulic disc brakes, and I locked them up, and that's what caused me to fucking go down. And I got a little wet, but I'm not terribly wet, but I got wet. I'm just wet from the knees down, and my coat's a little wet, but no, that's why I'm kind of standing in the sun right now, is because I'm trying to dry off. Because I got wet in my pants, I could feel it from the knees down a little bit. They're not bad. I'm not soaked. Because I hit the ground, and I got up right away, and all that. So, so but whatever, I'm fine. I think I was able to get my fucking back to crack, so, because I obviously hit the ground. They need to start, once it's water starting to stand, they should come out here and push the water off somehow so it don't fucking freeze, because it's obviously going to be still water. So, I had it coming and whatever, so now I just gotta go back through the way it came and then hit fucking Harold home to go home and all that. So, because I'm thinking, I'm gonna go up to Quick Trip and I'm gonna go home. So, I'm not going to go out yet because, it's not, I didn't get totally wet, so it's, and thankfully I'm only wearing thin pants, so they're going to dry relatively quick, so, thankfully I landed on my left side, so I didn't fuck my phone up, so. So I think I cracked my back, so I was able to get that to feel a little better, hopefully, so. Because my back was hurting for a while, and it's a little sore right now because it cracked, but I hope it doesn't hurt me later, so. I didn't have the wind knocked out of me, so. It was my fault. It's something I caused, so. But whatever. It is what it is. Thankfully I didn't get too terribly wet, so. And all that, but other than that, nothing really new, and so I just want my shit to fucking dry because, it's, it sucks. Yeah, it sucks I fucking crashed, but, I'm not mad because I didn't know, so. A good thing is I didn't hit my head, so. And the funny thing is, that was recording, so let's go into the Hood Tour episode. I'm going to make fun of myself here, so. By the feels of it, my pants aren't really all that wet anymore, so. No, they are a little bit yet, but they're not bad. So, for what I can feel. My sleeves are a little wet yet, but I kind of expect that because, sun ain't really hitting where they're wet. But, I just wanted to fucking start warming up bad. Because then we can get the camper out. I'm pissed because you guys are going to be still being able to see me, except for when I have to do the 12 to closes. But I'm starting to close again because the guy that they hired at work is ass at closing. And so I got to fill it in, and we got somebody that is already hired to close. He wants to close. So, I only have about a month, at most a month and a half to fucking get trained, so I'm not mad about it because I know we already got somebody to fucking close, so that's a good thing. You know, that we already got somebody. It's just that we gotta get them trained and then go from there. So the other day we were talking about these fucking pillars that got put up. I think it was at Grandma's. You know, it's every other hill that they're on. We're fucking pissed, or at least my brother is. Hey, the lock came off it's an outlet. You know, my brother's pissed because he comes out here to would come out here to run RC cars with his friends and all that. And now that they put those fucking pillars, you know, up, you know, globes and insects and all that shit, he's fucking pissed because they always ran on the hills, which I don't blame them because it's, you know, bullshit that they put those up. So I think somebody might have fucking bitched, you know, whether it's about him or somebody else, because there are other people that will come out here and run, you know, because it's a big fucking open for most of this before the pillars in this open air pavilion came about. This is all open area, so they could just you know, run, you know, park in the parking lot right here and you know, and they'd run all in an open area, and not, you know, they'd literally stay away from people, and if there's somebody walking by with a dog, they'd bring the RCs back. You know, and this is how my brother did it. You know, my brother and his friends. You know, so then they'd wait for that person with the dog to walk through, and then they'd go back out and run. So, but anyway, guys, I'm pushing 13 minutes, so I'm going to end the video here and get back out. So I'll see you guys in the next video.